Good evening, students. So, good evening, all of you. So, welcome to Unacademy EAMCET YouTube channel, students. Myself, Dr.Rajendra Prasad, biology educator on Unacademy platform. So, in today's class, we will be discussing about the topic that is nucleic acids. We will be going to discuss about the topic that is nucleic acids, students. So let us continue with this topic, nucleic acids, students. So let's see what is about this nucleic acids. So before starting the class, as usual, I would like to discuss about our Unacademy Plus subscription, students. So Unacademy Plus is for students who subscribe to our courses, students. So let us see what is the benefits of Unacademy Plus subscription. So Unacademy Plus తీసుకోవడం వల్ల మన benefits అయితే చూస్తే, so premium content will be available at affordable price. So structured live courses, dedicated live doctoring sessions takes place, quizzes. So quizzes are conducted regular interval, students. So batches. So lecturers will be in batches. You can choose those batches which you are interested, students. Then test series. So test series also for daily practice, and as at the same time full length mock tests, and these all will be available, students. So that is importance of taking Unacademy Plus subscription. So if you are interested, you can use my code Rajendra Live. So మీకు ఏమైనా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంటే ఖచ్చితంగా నా కోడ్ యూస్ చేసి మీరు ఈ ప్లస్ క్లాసెస్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి. So there is already one batch was going on, students. The name of the batch is called as a EAMCET Rankers batch, and this was started in the December month and 23rd December. So you can see that top educators on our Unacademy is taking this Rankers batch. So if you're interested, you can go for 1 month trial plan. So 1 month trial plan తీసుకుంటే 2250 rupees, students. So మీరు 1 month trial plan తీసుకొని సో మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే ఖచ్చితంగా మీరు the long term courses తీసుకోవచ్చు. సో దానికి you use my code Rajendra Live. So use my code Rajendra Live to purchase this particular batch course. So let us see what is importance of this batch course. So it is for students who are preparing for extended medical entrance examination as well as the engineering entrance examination, students. So detailed explanation will be given in Telugu. So ఖచ్చితంగా ఇది ఆంధ్ర పీపుల్ కి మళ్ళీ తెలంగాణ పీపుల్ యొక్క ఎంసెట్ కాబట్టి సో ఖచ్చితంగా ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ తెలుగులో మనకి ఇస్తారు. సో కంప్లీట్ సిలబస్ విల్ బి కవర్డ్, అండ్ tips and tricks also will be given by the educator, students. So that is about this EAMCET Rankers batch. And already there is one comprehensive batch is going in that I am taking biology classes, Sarish taking physics, and Sarish taking chemistry class. So what is importance of this comprehensive batch is complete syllabus will be covered, tips and tricks will be given by educators, and topic wise practice papers. So topic wise practice papers also will be made available, students, and full and mock tests also available. So this all you can get for a 1 month trial plan of 2250 rupees, students. So this is about this comprehensive batch. So if you are interested, you can use my code Rajendra Live to purchase this courses and to join this comprehensive batch, students. Then so there is a long term plans. So best long term plans are available. There is 6 months plan and 12 months plan. 6 months plan costing around 10,125 rupees, and 12 months plan. So 12 months plan is costing around 12,375 rupees, students. So these are the best long term plans. So చాలా తక్కువ అమౌంట్, 6 months కి 10,000 రూపీస్ అంటే చాలా తక్కువ అమౌంట్ అని మనం చెప్పాలి. సో అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం సో 12 months ప్లాన్ కూడా 12,375 రూపీస్, ఇది కూడా చాలా తక్కువ అమౌంట్ అని చెప్పాలి, స్టూడెంట్స్. ఇఫ్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్, యూ కెన్ యూజ్ మై కోడ్ Rajendra Live to purchase this particular course, students. So this is about our Unacademy long term plans. Let us discuss today's topic on the nucleic acids. So let us continue, students. So nucleic acids. So where are these nucleic acids are present, student? If you see nucleic acids are no doubt they are the organic compounds. Nucleic acids are the organic compounds. So where they are present generally, so nucleic acids, if you take DNA, so DNA is present inside the nucleus, and whereas RNA is generally present in the cytoplasm, students. So nucleic acids, what are the two different types of nucleic acids we have? So two different types of nucleic acids we have, that is DNA and RNA. So DNA and RNA are the nucleic acids. So what is importance of this nucleic acids? So they act as a genetic material actually. So nucleic acids, so they act as a genetic material. So they act as genetic material actually. These nucleic acids, they act as a genetic material. So they act as a genetic material So and they contain genetic information. So they contain the genetic information. They pass and they store and they pass the genetic information actually. So especially DNA, which generally stores the genetic information. So nucleic acids. So nucleic acids includes DNA and as well RNA. So they're acting as a genetic material. If you see DNA, so DNA is the genetic material. So DNA is the genetic material in case of the higher animals, and as well as DNA is the genetic material in higher animals and as well as the plants. In higher animals and as well as plants, DNA act as a genetic material. So DNA act as genetic material. Whereas RNA, so RNA also acts as a genetic material, no doubt about it. RNA also acts as genetic material, but it is only in case of the virus. So in case of the virus, RNA acts as a genetic material. So where is this nucleic acids are present? So nucleic acids are present in plants and as well as in the animals. The amount of nucleic acids in a cell, if you take the plant cell and as well as our animal cell, the amount of nucleic acids in a plant or animal cell, if you take the amount of nucleic acids in a plant or animal cell, they are about 5 to 7%. So they are about their composition about 5 to 7% inside a plant cell or in case of the animal cell. And nucleic acids are of two types here. They are DNA and as well as RNA. So DNA is present inside the nucleus, whereas RNA is present in the cytoplasm. So DNA also acts as a genetic material, and as well as RNA is acting also as a genetic material. So DNA is the genetic material in majority of cases. Especially in the higher animals and higher plants, DNA acts as a genetic material. But if you see RNA, so RNA is acting as a genetic material only in case of the virus actually. So RNA acts as a genetic material only in case of virus. Whereas DNA, so DNA is the genetic material in case of the majority of the higher plants as well as the higher animals. So if you see in case of nucleic acids, if you see they are having the different bases and they include purines and pyrimidines. So in case of DNA, if you see in case of DNA, the purines includes adenine. So in case of DNA, purines includes adenine and as well as guanine. Whereas if you see the pyrimidines, pyrimidines include cytosine and thymine. So thymine. Similarly, in case of RNA, we have the same type of purines, both adenine and guanine, but there is a difference. There is a difference in the case of the pyrimidine. So DNA, so we find thymine, whereas in case of the RNA we have uracil. So uracil is absent in case of the DNA. So that is important point you have to remember. So uracil, if you see uracil is absent. So uracil is absent in DNA. Uracil is absent in DNA. So it is present. So uracil is present. So present in RNA. So uracil is present in RNA. So uracil is absent. It is absent in DNA, but it is present in case of the RNA. So that is a major thing. So similarly, if you see thiamine, so thiamine, if you see thiamine, so the thiamine is absent. So thiamine is absent in RNA. So thiamine is absent in case of RNA, and it is present. So it is present in DNA. So it is present in DNA. So if you see here, so uracil. So if you see uracil, so uracil is absent. So once again the same thing. So nucleic acids includes DNA and as well as RNA. So DNA is present in higher plants and as well as animals, and it acts as a genetic material. So whereas RNA is present only in case of the virus. It is acting as a genetic material in virus. I mean here RNA is acting as a genetic material in case of the virus. So if you see the bases, like uracil, so uracil base is absent in case of the DNA. Uracil is present only in case of RNA. So whereas uracil is present only in case of RNA. Similar in case of thymine. So in case of thymine, if you see thymine is absent in case of RNA and it is present only in DNA. Thymine is present only in case of DNA. It is absent in case of the RNA. So let us see the structure of this bases. So purine. So you can see this is the purine. So this is a purine ring. So purine ring, you have two rings here. So it is a purine ring. It is a heterocyclic ring. Purine ring is a heterocyclic ring. You can clearly see that it is a heterocyclic ring. It has two rings, two different types of rings. So that's why it is called as a heterocyclic ring. And this heterocyclic ring, if you clearly observe in case of purine, in this heterocyclic ring you have how many nitrogens? You can see 1, 2, and 3 and 4. So 4 nitrogens. So purine ring possesses. 4 nitrogens. So 4 nitrogens are present. So 4 nitrogens are present actually. So 4 nitrogens are present in this purine ring. If you clearly see that 4 nitrogens are present in case of the purine ring. So it has high amount of nitrogen apart from amino acids. So these purines are having the nitrogen. So 4 rings are present. 4 nitrogens are present in this particular heterocyclic ring if you clearly observe. So this is the purine ring. So purine's best example is adenine and guanine. Just now we have seen. So adenine and guanine both are present in case of DNA as well as in case of RNA. Both adenine as well as guanine are present. So based upon this numbering, if you give if you want to give the name for adenine, so if you clearly observe here at 6th position we have amine group. So this will be called as adenine. So adenine is 6 amino purine. So adenine, if you clearly see adenine is 6 amino purine. So adenine is 6 amino purine. Now this is the amine group. So 6 amino purine. So adenine is 6 amino purine. Then if you see guanine, so if you see guanine here, you see now this is the numbering. If you see it is the 2nd position, and here again once again if you see here it is the 6th position. So if you by this, so if you just want to write, so it is 2 amino. So if you want to write the guanine name, so 2 amino. So 2 amino 6 oxopurine. So 2 amino 6 oxopurine. So 2 amino 6 oxopurine. So that is the name of this. Adenine is 6 amino purine. Guanine is 2 amino 6 oxopurine. So guanine is 2 amino 6 oxopurine. Adenine is 6 amino purine. So purine ring. If you see the purine ring, we have adenine and as well as guanine. So in adenine it is 6 amino purines. It is guanine 2 amino 6 oxopurine. So these are the scientific names, means and nomenclature actually. Similarly, let us see the pyrimidine ring. So now this is the pyrimidine ring. If you see the numbering here, this is the number. This from here the numbering was started. So if you observe clearly in pyrimidine ring, how many nitrogens are present in pyrimidine ring? So if you see the pyrimidine ring, so there are 2 nitrogens are present. 2 nitrogens. Only 2 nitrogens are present. So only 2 nitrogens in case of the pyrimidine ring. If you see purine ring, in case of the purine ring, if you clearly observe, we have 4 nitrogens. Here you have 4 nitrogens, but here in case of this case, in case of the pyrimidine, you have only 2 nitrogens. 2 nitrogens are present in case of the pyrimidine, and whereas in case of purine, you have only purine you have only purine you have 4 nitrogens. In case of pyrimidine, you have 2 nitrogens. So let us see, based on the numbering, let us see the pyrimidine. So we already know that pyrimidine includes 3 bases. So it includes 3 different type bases. So if you see 3 bases, they include cytosine, so they include thymine, they include uracil. So these are 3 bases: cytosine, thymine, and uracil. So purines includes 2 bases. So purines include 2 bases. The 2 bases includes like adenine. So it includes adenine and as well as guanine. So purines includes 2 bases, adenine as well as guanine. So adenine, if you see the nomenclature naming, 6 amino purine, guanine 2 amino 6 oxopurine. So 3 bases in case of pyrimidines. If you see what are the 3 bases, it includes cytosine, it includes thymine, it includes uracil. So if you see, let us see the name, so nomenclature of the cytosine. So based on this, OH, so oxy group is present on the 2nd carbon. So here you can see 2nd carbon. So 2 oxo, and here this is the 4th position. So 2 oxo 4 amino. So the name. So what will be the nomenclature of cytosine? 2 oxo 4 amine. 2 oxo 4 amine pyrimidine. So 2 oxo 4 amino pyrimidine. 4 amine. So 4 amino. So 4 amino. 2 oxo 4 amino pyrimidine. So like that we have to give the name. So if you clearly see, previously also we have given, so 6 amino purine, like that here also 2 oxo 4 amine. So here also 2 oxo 4 amino pyrimidine. Similarly, let us see about thymine. So if you see thymine, you see here again the 2nd carbon, we have 4th and 5th. So 2,4 dioxy, 2,4 dioxy, 2,4 dioxy, 2,4 dioxy, 5 methyl, 2,4-dioxy-5-methyl pyrimidine. So 2,4-dioxy-5-methyl pyrimidine. So 2,4-dioxy-5-methyl pyrimidine. So that is the name of the thiamine. If you see thiamine, 2,4-dioxy-5-methyl pyrimidine. Then if you see uracil, let's see about uracil. So 2,4-dioxy pyrimidine. So 2,4-dioxypyrimidine. So for 2,4-dioxypyrimidine is the name. So that is for the uracil. So like that. So in pyrimidine, we have three bases are there in pyrimidine. So that is cytosine, thymine, and uracil. So if you see how to name the cytosine, so cytosine, if you see the name, it is 2-oxo-4-aminopyrimidine. So then similarly thymine, 2,4-dioxo-5-methyl-pyrimidine. Then uracil, if you see uracil, so uracil is, so if you see similarly in case of uracil, if you see uracil, 2,4-dioxypyrimidine. So like this we have to name it. So that is about this purines and pyrimidines. Anyhow, so purines, there are two bases, purines. So purines includes two bases, adenine and as well as guanine. So whereas pyrimidine includes three bases, that is cytosine, thymine, and uracil actually. Then, so let us see. So before going to that, we should know that. So what are units of nucleic acids? If you see the units of nucleic acids, so units of nucleic acids, what are the units of nucleic acids if you see? So the units of nucleic acids, are nucleotides. So nucleotides. So units of nucleic acids are nucleotides. So what is a nucleotide is composed of? If you see a nucleotide, so nucleotide is composed of, it is composed of nitrogen base, plus sugar plus phosphate. So nucleotide is composed of nitrogen base, sugar, and a phosphate. So units of nucleic acids are nucleotides. So nucleotide includes nitrogen base plus sugar plus phosphate. So pyrimidines include cytosine, thymine, and uracil. So cytosine includes 2-oxo-4-aminopyrimidine. So thymine includes 2,4-dioxo-5-methyl-pyrimidine. So uracil 2,4-dioxopyrimidine. So if you see what is units of nucleic acids, if you see units of nucleic acids is nucleotide. So what is nucleotide is composed of? Nucleotide is composed of nitrogen base plus sugar and phosphate. So we have seen nitrogen bases, different types of nitrogen bases. Just now we have seen different types of nitrogen bases include adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine, and uracil. These are different types of nitrogen bases. So let us see about the sugars. Let's see about the different types of sugars. So if you see the type of sugars, no doubt the type of sugar involved is a ribose. So what is a ribose? It is a pentose sugar. So ribose is no doubt it is a pentose sugar. So in case of DNA, if you see in case of DNA, you can see here clearly it is mentioned. In DNA, the type of ribose sugar present is deoxyribose sugar. So in case of DNA, the sugar is called as a deoxyribose sugar. So in case of DNA, the sugar is deoxyribose sugar. In case of RNA, the sugar present is called as a ribose sugar. So ribose sugar. So in case of RNA, the sugar present is called as a ribose sugar. In case of DNA, the sugar present is called as a deoxyribose sugar. So sugar present is a deoxyribose sugar. In case of RNA, it is ribose sugar. So deoxy means there is oxygen is removed at specific location. You can see here. You can compare here. Here you have oxy group. Here you have oxy group in case of sugar. But you can clearly see here there is oxygen is not absent here. So on second carbon, of ribose, oxygen is removed. On second carbon of ribose, oxygen is removed. So on second carbon of ribose, what happens is, on second carbon of ribose, oxygen is removed. So on second carbon of ribose, what happens? Oxygen is removed. Such condition is called as a, so that because of that reason, it is called as a, the ribose is a deoxyribose. So the ribose is called as a deoxyribose. The type of ribose is called as a deoxyribose. The type of ribose is called as a deoxyribose. So why the sugar present in the DNA is called deoxyribose? Because deoxy means there is one oxygen is removed. Oxygen is removed from ribose, at which, on which carbon means oxygen is removed from ribose at the second carbon. That's the reason that ribose is called as a deoxyribose. Whereas you see normal ribose, it has OH group here, so oxygen is present. So that is the difference between the sugars that is present in the DNA and sugar that is present in case of the RNA. In case of the DNA, sugar present is called as a deoxyribose, whereas in case of RNA, sugar present is called as a ribose sugar. Now let us see the difference between this genetic material, that is DNA and RNA. Already we were discussing the same thing. DNA is a major genetic material in case of higher animals and plants, and RNA also acts as genetic material only in case of virus. So let us see some difference between the DNA and RNA actually. So if you see the differences between DNA, so basic differences, let's see some basic differences. So DNA is a double-stranded, so RNA is a generally single-stranded, so DNA is a double-stranded. So as it is double-stranded, it is more stable actually. If it is a double strand, it is more stable. So stability is because of the presence of hydrogen bonds. So DNA is double-stranded and it is stable because of the hydrogen bonds. So RNA is single-stranded actually. RNA is single-stranded. Then if you see the type of sugars inside the DNA, the sugar is a deoxyribose sugar, just now we have seen, and the sugar present in RNA, it is called as a ribose sugar. It is called as a ribose sugar. Then if you see pyrimidines, what type of pyrimidines present here? So especially thiamines. In case of DNA, thiamine is present, whereas in case of RNA, instead of thiamine, you will be having uracil. So you will be having uracil instead of thiamine. What happens? You will be having the uracil. So on a DNA, every time cytosine pairs with guanine, and adenine pairs with thymine. Okay. So as RNA is a single strand, it is no pairing. So there is no pairing in RNA. The no pairing is because of the single strand. Then if you see the number of bases, base pairs, it is present in billions actually. As in case of RNA, it is in the hundreds, thousands. So like this, so DNA is a double strand, RNA is generally single stranded. So sugar is a deoxyribose sugar, here is ribose sugar. So pyrimidines has thymine, here it is uracil. So like this, some basic differences are present in DNA as well as RNA. Then similarly, there is one nucleotide, so ATP. So if you see the full form of ATP, so this ATP is also a nucleotide actually. This is also a nucleotide. So if you see the full form of ATP, which is an energy molecule, so it is a ATP. We know that it is a energy liberating molecule. So when ATP is broken down, you will be getting energy actually. You will be getting energy in the form of energy. Some energy will be liberated, that will be helpful for activities. Let's see what is full form of ATP actually. So if you see the full form of ATP, so it is adenosine. It is adenosine triphosphate. It is an adenosine triphosphate. So if you see what is this adenosine, adenosine is nothing but it is adenine. So adenine base plus sugar. Adenine base plus sugar is called as adenosine, plus we are having 3 phosphates. So in ATP, what is the composition of ATP? You see the composition of ATP. So what is the composition of ATP? If you see the composition of ATP, if you see composition of ATP, it is having adenine, it is composed of adenine, it is having sugar, and it is having 3 phosphates. It is made up of, it contains adenine, it contains sugar, it has 3 phosphates. So ATP full form is adenosine triphosphate. It is composed of adenine, it is composed of sugar, it is composed of phosphate. So adenosine triphosphate, it is having the adenosine triphosphate actually. So three phosphates are present actually. So if you see here, so especially you can see here there is a bond. So between the second one and third one. So this breakage of this second and third bond, breakage of this between this particular anhydride bond. Now this bond is called as an anhydride bond. Now this bond is called as an anhydride. So when this bond is broken down, some energy is liberated. So we know that if ATP, so when ATP is broken down, we get ADP plus inorganic phosphate plus energy. So whenever ATP is broken down, we are getting energy. So energy can be 7.3 kilocalories of energy. So this is used for the day-to-day activities of the human being. So adenosine triphosphate, which is also called as ATP, which is an energy molecule. It is also a nucleotide. It is a derivative of nucleic acids. It is also a derivative of nucleotide. So what is this ATP is composed of? It contains adenosine and the three phosphates. So what is adenosine? It is a nucleoside actually. It contains adenine plus sugar is adenosine. And along with that, three phosphates are present. So triphosphate. So this ATP, whenever ATP is broken down, we get energy. So every time you have to remember that ATP is unstable. It is highly unstable. ATP is highly unstable. ATP is highly unstable. So ADP molecule is a mostly stable one. It is a mostly stable one. So ADP is mostly stable one. So ATP is a highly unstable. ATP is a highly unstable, whereas ADP is mostly stable actually. So that is the difference. So ATP is adenosine triphosphate. It is composed of adenine plus sugar plus phosphate. So ATP is energy liberating molecule. So that is about the ATP. So you can see here in this also we have sugar. So this is also a deoxy sugar actually. So adenosine. So that is about ATP. So we'll see the structure of DNA in coming class in-house. So that is about today's class. So before ending the class, once again, I would like to introduce about our Unacademy class subscription students. So if you see here, already one batch is going on, students. So rankers batch. So this rankers batch so this was started recently. So this rankers batch was recently started in 23rd December. So I suggest you to go join this rankers batch. If you're interested, you can use my code Rajendra Live. So you can use my code Rajendra Live to purchase this, to join this rankers batch. So you can go for 1 month trial plan of 2,250 rupees, students. Apart from that, so I suggest you to go for a long-term plan, students. They are available at very less cost actually. So 6 months plan is costing around 10,125 rupees and 12 months plan is costing around 12,375 rupees. These are the best plans. These are the best long-term plans, students. So I suggest you to purchase these best long-term plans. If you're interested, you can use my code Rajendra Live. So you can use my code Rajendra Live to purchase this long-term plans of 6 months plan costing around 10,125 rupees and 12 months plan costing around 12,375 rupees. So this is about our Unacademy class subscription, students. So thank you for joining this class. So see you in the next class with another topic. Thank you, students, all of you. Good night.